I updated Kali on a random Tuesday and ended up testing 9 brand new tools for the next 4 hours. Not because I planned to, because the moment I saw what the 2026.2 release actually added, I couldn't close the terminal. 9 tools, 1 update. Let me show you what they actually do. Disclaimer, not sponsored, not affiliated with Kali or any tool developer. Everything here is for authorized security testing and educational purposes only. Run these on systems you own or have written permission to test. That's the rule. Tool number 1, Arsenal-NG. The first thing I opened was Arsenal-NG, and I immediately understood why it made the cut. Picture this. You're mid-engagement, you need the exact nmap command for a SYN scan with service detection and script defaults against a specific port range, and your brain has just gone completely blank. It happens. Arsenal-NG is the tool that answers in 2 seconds. It's a command library with over 200 cybersecurity cheat sheets built in, all searchable from the terminal. You search for what you want to do, not what tool you're using, what you want to do, and it returns the exact syntax. Nmap, Metasploit, SQL map, Hydra, curl, GoBuster, whatever. Offline, instant. The time it saves across a full day of testing is quietly enormous. Every practitioner has their personal notes scattered somewhere. Arsenal-NG replaces all of that. Tool number 2, Hydra GTK. Hydra has been the go-to online brute force tool in this field for years. SSH, FTP, RDP, web forms, HTTP auth, 50+ protocols covered. The problem was always the terminal interface. Not because it's bad, but because configuring complex multi-target credential attacks from the command line is slower than it needs to be. Hydra GTK brings back the graphical interface. It was in Kali previously and got pulled at some point, and now it's back in the official repos. You fill out a form instead of assembling flags. Target, service, username list, password list, threads, go. For anyone learning Hydra for the first time, this removes the syntax barrier completely. For experienced users doing quick setup on simple attacks, it genuinely speeds up the workflow. Tool number 3, Legba. Legba is what you reach for when Hydra isn't quite doing what you need. It's a modern multi-protocol credentials brute forcer and password sprayer built from the ground up, not a wrapper around existing tools, a fresh implementation. The protocols it covers include SSH, FTP, HTTP, SMTP, LDAP, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Redis, MongoDB, and more. What drew my attention was the error handling. In Active Directory environments especially, password spraying requires clean differentiation between locked accounts, invalid usernames, and wrong passwords. A tool that conflates those three is useless for spraying. You'll lock accounts before you find anything. Legba handles this correctly. For red teams running Active Directory password spray assessments on authorized client environments, this is the more precise option. Tool number 4, Oletools. This one lives in a different part of the workflow entirely. Oletools is a collection of Python tools for analyzing Microsoft Office documents, specifically OLE2 format files, like .doc, .xls, .ppt. What you're actually doing with it is digging into documents for things that shouldn't be there. Malicious macros, embedded shellcode, suspicious VBA code, obfuscated scripts waiting to execute on open. Phishing via weaponized Office documents is still one of the most common initial access vectors in real-world attacks. Oletools is what a malware analyst runs on a suspicious attachment before deciding whether it's safe to look at further. For anyone in incident response, threat hunting, or malware analysis, even at the learning stage, this belongs in the workflow. Tool number 5, Penelope. Catching reverse shells with Netcat is fine until it isn't. The session drops when the connection hiccups. No tab completion. File transfer requires setting up a separate listener. Managing multiple sessions simultaneously is a mess. Every pen tester who's used raw Netcat for shell catching has felt all of this. Penelope fixes it. Drop-in replacement for Netcat as a shell handler, but it upgrades incoming shells automatically to stable PTY sessions with full tab completion and window resize support. File upload and download work directly through the session. Multiple simultaneous sessions are managed cleanly. If the connection drops, it recovers without losing the session state. Run it once on a real engagement and you won't go back. Tool number 6. Shell GPT. I'll be honest, this was the one I was most skeptical about before I used it. Shell GPT is an AI-powered command line tool. You describe what you want in plain language, and it generates the command or script to do it, right there in the terminal, without switching tabs, without opening a browser, without breaking your workflow. Used it to generate a quick Python script to parse and format some scan output during testing. Took 11 seconds. Would have taken me 4 minutes manually. The security community is still forming opinions about AI in hacking workflows, and those conversations are worth having. But as a terminal productivity tool for compressing the time between I need to do X and having a working command, it does that well. It's officially in Kali now, worth knowing. Tool number 7. Tailscale. Distributed red teamwork has always had an infrastructure problem. When your team members are in different locations, coordinating access to shared C2 infrastructure, shared listeners, shared tooling, it requires either VPN configuration headaches or public-facing attack infrastructure that's more exposed than you want it to be. Tailscale creates a private peer-to-peer mesh network between your devices using WireGuard underneath. Your Kali box, your C2 server, your team's machines, all on the same private network, encrypted, without complex firewall rules or port forwarding. It just works. The professional red team community has been using Tailscale for engagement infrastructure for a while. Having it in the official Kali repos now means one less manual setup step when building a fresh engagement environment. Tool number 8. Tookie OSINT. Kali's OSINT tool selection has historically skewed heavily toward infrastructure and network reconnaissance. Social media account enumeration, the kind that matters for social engineering research and authorized target profiling, has been underrepresented in the official repos. Tookie OSINT fills that gap. Give it identifying information about a target, and it searches across platforms for matching social media accounts. For authorized social engineering assessments, personnel OSINT research within engagement scope, and phishing campaign preparation for red team exercises, knowing where a target is active online and what they've made publicly visible is genuinely valuable intelligence. Focus tool, one job, does it well. Tool number 9, URO. Last tool, and the one bug bounty hunters will appreciate most immediately. After running URL discovery tools, GAU, Wayback Machine scrapers, web crawlers, you end up with thousands of URLs. Most of them are junk. Same endpoint with 40 different tracking parameters. Pagination variations that all hit identical content. Session tokens and query strings that generate unique URLs for the same resource. URO processes that list and removes the noise. It identifies parameter variations that resolve to the same endpoint, collapses duplicates, and strips bloat, leaving you with a clean list of genuinely unique endpoints worth investigating. What would take an hour of manual filtering takes seconds. For anyone doing web application recon at scale, this is an immediate workflow improvement. Subscribe for more Kali releases and security content. Drop a comment. Which of these 9 are you installing first? See you in the next one.